for that. You know, I don't know if any of these been to any dispensaries out there in these cities that are out, but there's some higher end ones and there's some lower end ones. Okay, you know, maybe during business hours while you're on payroll, you might go visit you get together and look at that and get an idea for that. And give you, you know, some realistic ideas of what you might want to see in your city. I know that if you have, you know, the fire department, the police, the building inspector, how many buildings, where they come up, that's a clean slate in a lot of things because they make it the proper way. But when you get the guy that's going to manage that may be a different ordeal. I'm not saying that a lot of those places have security, and they have, you know, cameras, and they have other things. Now, I don't know if you can put into that when you get one of these, but it's just something to think about because really I don't know that much about it, but just sitting here thinking using common sense, I was thinking that's an idea to go after.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
I'd just like to let everybody in the room know that I did go on a tour of, it's a landing actually that I went to, and I was, you know, I toured the grow facilities, the dispensaries, and, you know, it was a very good tour, and the police chief of that area took us on it and really educated us on the whole process and stuff. And I'll admit, I was very impressed.
Okay, is there any other interested parties who'd like to address council? Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes. Councilman Missouri.
at some point during the conversation, could we identify where in the city, I believe this ordinance as proposed is going to have all the facilities in a certain zoning area. If we could identify by geographic location, neighborhood streets, I'll admit that I don't know where all these locations are. There might be some people interested in the audience that would know. Mr. Venero mentioned people, you know, walking and not liking what they saw, and I know we got buffers built into this, but geographically and physically, where might these businesses end up should this ordinance get passed?
Okay, thank you. We'll allow you to go first, and we'll answer that next.
Good evening, Mayor, Council Chair, and Council members. My name is Eric Foster. I'm with Banks & Company, Cannabis Practice Group, a consulting firm in the cannabis space to different businesses, as well as helping different governments like Grand Rapids, Muskegon, Detroit, and others as they're crafting these ordinances and what they can and can't do. One thing I'd like to say to you all and to the audience is that there are specific detailed safeguards that are written into the state law as well as the emergency rules for the MMFLA that will provide for requirements of security, requirements of inventory management, patient protections and access that limit who can enter into one of the facilities, who can purchase, the fact that they have to be verified in their card, and there's a detailed system of protocols that are in place to more stringently regulate this industry, even more so than alcohol, and which this is the newest entrant into the legal pharmaceutical products market, coming from where it once was. You're going to have a situation where it has to be regulated at a higher extent so that it can improve itself, but that is okay and allowable. Another dynamic too, and I talked to the council chair about, is the rec law. And just some things to help you all have a little bit of this comfort level with is even if the rec law passes, it has a number of statute aspects in it that don't, one, you're not required or considered opted in if that passes. Just like with the MMFLA and the MRTMA, which is the rec initiative, you would have the ability to determine if you want to opt in or opt out. The language is kind of worded on the opposite path, but in both pathways, being under each law, you have to make an affirmative decision or a negative decision, but silence is neutral. Additionally, you can set up your own local application process for that. You have local zoning control. So just with that, along with what this one is, you as the local entity have the control to set the parameters for how you want this to operate, if you want it to operate, and what are the additional guidelines top of the state requirements and statutes. So it really does allow for the 121 communities, which is 6% of the 1,773 in the state that have opted in, to have the ability to set parameters and really create a combination of national businesses that want to come in, but also support small businesses and allow them to opt in and be able to be good neighbors in the community. And if there's anything that our company can do to be of any assistance in providing information, we'd love to be able to help. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to go back to Councilman Missouri's question about the industrial zones. I know that, that's in the ordinance currently. I'm not sure, Mayor, did you want to maybe address that?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, I just pulled it up, and so basically it allows for, the proposal allows for these locations to be in an I-1 or I-2 zoning district, depending on the use. And that, in addition to that, it also has to comply with the 1,000 feet from the nearest lot lines of the following: a religious institution, a public park, a residential zoning district, a residential land use, a child care facility, a public or private educational facility, but not limited to preschools, nursery, elementary, and secondary and high schools. So in terms of what does that mean to the city of Taylor, I-2, there's probably fewer locations in I-2 locations such as Trolley Industrial Drive. I mean, for example, that's a primarily a I-2 zoning district. Something more along the lines of Pennsylvania has a lot of I-2 options. I-1, there's probably more land to choose from, and it's probably easier for me to reference where it's not. Telegraph Road, there is no I-1 or I-2. There's a little bit on like Beach Daily of I-1 and maybe even a little bit of I-2, but then you have the other conditions to worry about in terms of the neighborhoods and the schools. And we do have a zoning map on the City of Taylor website, and I apologize, I meant to print one and bring it here because I know it was in your email to all of us, and I will forward that link to everybody. But the I-2, those areas of heavy industrial, there's not as many of those. Going back to the I-1, and there are some industrial parks that are I-1. There's some locations along, I think along Ecorse Road. But again, as you look at each one of these locations, you have to look at the proximity and where they are to the other, facilities that it can't be within 1,000 feet of. Does that? I know I said a lot to say a little. Does that?
No, it does, and again, when I was listening to Mr. Manero, he was talking, and I know it wasn't a specific story, but people that were walking the neighborhood, maybe they had the not in my backyard mentality. So it sounds like in this case, if we're talking about Beach Daily, if we're talking about Ecorse, people would be potentially dealing with these businesses that are a minimum of 1,000 feet from their residential lot. And I just wanted to clarify what those zoning areas were. So thank you.
We'll go ahead and take the next interested party who'd like to come up. Nancy, do you want to